This is Alien Cartographer demo. Alien Cartographer is a Sudoku-like logic deduction puzzle game where the player has to identify various buildings on a hexagonal grid using environmental hints and the strict rules of their architecture. So, welcome to Alien Cartographer. Your task is to explore alien planets inhabited by various civilizations and identify both the alien species and the functions of each building. In the early levels, there was only one blue alien species, so all buildings are already marked in blue. Here you only need to determine the function of the buildings. All tiles on a level can be divided into 3 categories. Building tiles. Okay. We need to figure out the type of the building. Hint tiles. Hint tiles provide clues about the surrounding buildings. And empty tiles. There can never be a building on empty tiles. All buildings are grouped into villages. One village for the blue. All directly adjacent connected buildings form a village. Okay. Select a building to highlight all buildings along the same village. Okay. Village is at least 2 buildings. In all levels with only one alien species, there are always 2 possible building types. Power core and houses. Okay. Well, this is a lot of rules. In this level, the only hint tile is the gold mine. Other types will be introduced in later levels. Okay. You select a building, guess its function or color on the right side. Okay. Now you know the basics. Okay, wait, let me go back. Okay. 2 possible building types. Power core supplies energy to the buildings. And each building only has one. And a house is living space. There's multiple houses. But it has to be directly connected to at least one other house. Okay. And then this has to be adjacent to a power core. Okay. And then, okay. So you guess what the building is. But you have to guess when that's the only possibility. Okay. Like a Minesweepers thing. Or like 14 Minesweepers where you have to guess right, yeah. Or no guessing, just. Okay, as you may have seen in the previous level. Wait. Okay, wait. So no, I should just be starting. Welcome to Alien Cartographer. This game contains many different levels and is a mix of Minesweeper and Sudoku with hexagonal tiles and unique rules. In this short introduction, you can customize your gameplay experience to fit your preferences. Would you like to enable the timer? No. No. Choose your preferred type of tutorial. You can change this anytime. In the options, I guess, normal? Campaign. Welcome to Alien Cartographer. Your task is to explore alien planets inhabited by various civilizations. Identify both. Oh, is this what I just read before? Yeah, I think this is what I read before. Building tile. So we have to figure out what type of building it is. So like this has to be next. Okay, so we know that this has to be next to a power core, so it has to be that. And then since there's only one power core per village, a village is all directly adjacent and connected buildings form a village. That means this has to be this. So okay, I have to go like this. Okay, what are these numbers? Does it say how many it's connected to, I guess? I made no mistakes. Yay! As you may have seen in the previous level, each correctly identified building displays a number that provides additional clues. The meaning of the number depends on the building's function. A number on a power core indicates how many other buildings are in its village. A number on a house shows how many other houses are directly connected. Therefore, a blue house with the number 2 means that it is directly adjacent to 2 other houses. Yeah. So this has to be a house because the power core has to be here. Since there are 3 buildings tiles adjacent to the gold mine. Wait, so it means how many? At the bottom, the power core of this village must be on one of those tiles. This means the top tiles at the top left and top right must be houses, since the power core has to be one of the other 3 tiles. You can solve the rest of the level using the number on the houses. So this is connected to 2, which is these 2. And then this is the power core. Yay. For this level, it's important to remember that every house must always be adjacent to at least one other house. This allows us to rule out certain tiles for the energy core, as placing it there would isolate a house. Yep, so the energy core has to be here or here, so these are all houses. If the energy... okay, yeah. Yay! The level can also contain more than one village. Yeah, there's 2 villages here. Now that there are 2 villages, each one must have its own energy core. Keep in mind that the gold mine only indicates that at least one energy core must be adjacent. Currently don't know whether it belongs to the left or right village. Yeah, it could be both. So we can't have the power cores in the middle because of this. Same with this. They have to be next to other houses, which means this has to be the energy core, this has to be a house, this is next to 2 houses, so it has to be that, and this has to be the energy core. Yay. Finish. Next level. Now use the tactics from the last 4 levels to solve this level. Okay, so this has to be a house. These have to be houses. That's next to 2 houses. Oops. Guess this is next to 2 houses, so that's got to be a house. This has to be a power core. This has to be a power core. That's a house. One of these has to be the power core, so this is a house. It's only next to 1, so this is house, house, and power core. Yay! Solve 5. I got 5 gold level achievement. Alright. The red alien species works similarly to the blue one, but here the building is not connected to directly adjacent tiles, but instead it is only connected to tiles along the 6 corner-to-corner diagonals. Each tile still has 6 potential connections, but they run diagonally through the corner. So this, oh gosh, that's hard to see. Villages are formed based on this logic as well. So 2 red buildings that are directly next to each other are not part of the same village. Power cores work the same way as with the blue alien species and indicate how many other buildings are in the same village. There's still only 1 energy core per village, but for red houses the number now shows how many diagonally adjacent houses there are. Keep in mind that gold mines still require at least 1 power core to be directly adjacent regardless of which alien species are present. Alright, that's why the gold mines function the same way in this level as before. Alright. So these are connected. Those are all connected. So that's 1 village. It has to be there, so the houses are here. This is connected to 2, so that's 1. This is connected to 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is 1, and this is a power core. Okay, so these 3 are connected. And this is connected to this. These 4 are connected. But then these have to be houses. Because these 3, this one has to be a power core. Oops, power core. These 2 are houses. And then this has to be a power core because it's next to the honeycomb thing. Or what? I don't remember what that was called. Okay. These are hard to see, like the connections. This connected to that, and that, and that. So these 4, and then these 3. So these 4, so that means this is a house. And this is a house. And these 3, so this is a house. This has to be a power core. This has to be a power core, and these have to be houses. Yay. Level 10. Okay, this is connected to this. So this, then this, this. It's just these 3, right? This, and this. Yeah, so this, and this. This one is connected to this, this. These 4. And these ones are these 3. So this, and this has to be a house. One of these 2 is a power core. These ones can be anything. This one, wait, so how is this? No, that's this. Is there anywhere that would mess up? Okay. This one. These still, okay. I'm trying to think if there's anywhere that I place it that the houses wouldn't be connected to each other. I don't think there's anywhere I can place a power core to break off connections to houses. Oh wait, are the power cores... Wait. For red... Wait. Power cores. Gold mines is directly adjacent still. Okay, so yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Okay, but okay. These could be this one of these three. Okay, so this needs one of these two to be adjacent. And then, so if it's this one, then it's not here. If it's this one, then it's not these two. And then, oh, but if it's not these two, this is doing all of these. So, no, it has to be one of these two. So that means this cannot be. And then this has to be the power core. But then, which means this is not the power core. This one is only connected to one. We know that, yeah. So one of these two, and then one of these two. So this is a house. Connected to two. 1, 2, 3. So 3 of those, but then this one must be a house. Connected to what? So one of these two. So this is a house. This is connected to 2. So this is a house, and this is a power core. So that means this is the power core, and this is the house. Yay! 10 levels with no mistakes. This level contains villages of both the blue and red alien species. Ooh, that means you have to determine not only the function of each building, but also its color. In most cases, it's much easier to figure out the colors first and then identify the type. In every level with multiple alien species, the building can also belong to a third building type, but in this level, you can completely ignore that building type. In levels with multiple alien types, buildings are always connected based on their own color. Blue bindings connect through direct adjacency, while red buildings connect, or blue buildings. Red buildings connect diagonally. Because of the different connection rules, connections can now be one-sided. For example, a directly adjacent blue house is connected to a red one, but the red house is not connected to the blue one since it is not diagonally adjacent. Does that mean, like, so blues have to be connected to any house, not just blue? For villages? I'm not sure. To determine the color of a tile, you can simply check whether there's another possible tile it can be connected to based on the color's connection rules. Since a building can never form a village on its own, it must be connected to at least one other building. The buildings at the bottom don't have any direct neighbors they can connect to, so they can only be red. Oh yeah, I know that. But this one also has to be a power... What is that thing? This is the right one, right? For power, and this one has to be a power. And this has to be red. This one's red. This one's red. Oh. And then this is... These are connected, so this has to be this one. And then... This one's blue, probably, because these are blue. The remaining buildings at the top must also be... Buildings at the bottom don't... The melted building on the top has no diagonal neighbors. Must be blue. Oops. Yeah. The remaining buildings at the top must also be blue, as no valid village could be formed otherwise. Yes. Okay, like that. Next level. This has to be a power core. In this level, each building can now... This also has to be a power. Also be a tower. Oh, whoops. Every tower must be directly connected to the village's energy core and also to at least one building of a different color. So each blue tower must be directly adjacent to its village's energy core and directly adjacent to a red building. And each red tower must be diagonally adjacent to a village energy core and diagonally adjacent to a blue building. Towers can, just like houses, appear multiple times in a village. There can also be villages without towers and also villages without houses, but every village must contain an energy core and at least one house or one tower. The number on a tower shows the amount of connected buildings with a different color. As you've already learned, each house must be connected to at least one other house based on its color. However, this connected house doesn't necessarily have to be the same color. Okay. So this has to be red. This is red. But this is connected to... So this has to be a tower because it's connected to a blue. So there's 2 buildings here. So none of these would not be red then. So this had to be blue, and so they have to be houses and not towers. This has to be one of these, and it's got to be red. It's connected to these 2. This one's got to be a thing. But then, okay. This is not connected to anything, so it's gotta be blue. This is not connected to anything, so it's gotta be blue. And therefore this has to be blue. To connect to everything. And then this is gotta be a tower. And so tower connects to one. It's got to connect to a house or a tower. Right? What was a tower? To a blue building. But then wait. This is blue. This could be a tower, right? Well, this has to be a house. But is the number on a house the number of houses or buildings? Other houses. Okay, so this has to be a house, not a tower. And the number on the tower is how many things it's connected to, buildings it's connected to, I think. Hi, Time Roller. Alright, so this has 2 reds in its sphere. This has to be red. So it's either this one is red or this one is red. I mean, this one has to be red. And so it's just the 2, right? Because the number there, I already forgot. The number, power core, how many other buildings? Okay. Yeah, so that's it for the red. But then this one, this is probably all blue. No. 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so those are all blue. Alright, this has to be a house because it's not next to the core. This has to be a house because it's not next to things. So this is only connected to 1. This is connected. Wait. This is connected to 2? How is that possible? Oh, this must be a house then. So this must be a tower. And this is a house. This is connected to 2 houses. And this is connected to 2 houses. There's one there, and then this is a house as well. There we go. Aha! I was sneaky with the 2 houses. Okay, so one of these has to be a tower at least. This is red. And by a tower I mean a power core. Power, not a tower. Is this connected to anything? Is this connected to anything? No. So this gotta be blue. This gotta be blue because it's gotta be connected to something. So that means this has to be red. So this is connected to things. Let's see, that is connected to things, that is connected. Is this connected to anything? I don't think this one's connected to anything. If it were red, so this has to be blue. And then is this, let's see. This could be connected to this, maybe. And then this one would be connected to nothing else. Maybe, but okay. So this red could have 3 or just 2. Okay. And this blue, there could be multiple blues, right? Like if this is red, it could be red, 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 red. Like these could be red, and then these 2 could be blue. But this one, I think this one could be red. Oh, red, 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 and then like these 2 could be blue, or this could be red, 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 and then these. Huh? What do I know? I know one of these has to be a power core. But then if there's multiple blues, then this could be a power core. But okay, this can't be a, no, this could be a tower if this is red. this cannot be a house. So this has to be the power core. Oh, that's okay. That's what we do. Because the house has to be connected to another house. So that's 3. So 1, 2. Okay, so I know there's 3. 1. So this has to be blue. That's 3. Okay, but then that's it for the blue. So that means these are not blue. That means these are all red. Okay, and then that has to be red because otherwise it would have to be blue. Okay. All right. So this is not connected to anything else. So it's got to be house. House. This is connected with 4 houses. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are houses. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are houses too. Okay. So then this has got to be a power core because there's 2 red power. There we go. Yay! Whew! They get harder. This is a power core. Alright, so are there anything connected? There is nothing connected, so that is blue. 2, so 1, 2, and these are all red. This has to be a house. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are all houses. Okay. This is connected to 2, 1, 2. Okay, this is correct. This is connected to 1, so this is a house. This is connected to 3, 1, 2. So one of these 2 is house, the other one is something else. This is a house. Oh, but this is okay. So this is red. This has to be red because we gotta continue that. That's only connected to 1 house. But then so this has to be a red, and that has to be the power core because it needs that. Okay, that's it for that red. This one and then this one. It goes in here, here, and here. This is not connected to anything red wise, so this has to be blue. That means that blue. One of these other ones has to be blue as well. Okay. Which means one of them is the tower and one is the core. Not sure which one. 1, 2. Huh. 1, 2. One of these 2 is the core of this one. Wait, 1. No, house. Wait a minute, what? Wait, did I mess up? This is not connected to anything, right? Huh. Oh, no. It's connected to a house and then the core. So this has to be the power source. And there's 1. Okay, I know that though. But then which one is it? So one of these is blue and the other one is the red core. How do I determine which one it is? These are not touching it. That's not touching it. This is not touching it. This is touching both of these, so that doesn't determine it. What? Oh no, because the house has to be, so this has to be a blue house. Because it has to be next to another house, that's why. That's red. There we go. Whew. Alright, this is a power core. Is it connected to anything red? Nope, so it's gotta be blue. There's 2. So this has to be blue. Could be this or this. Is this connected to anything? Yes, it is. Is this connected to anything? Yeah. Is this connected? Yeah, these are all connected to things. If this is red, no, but if this is red, then this also has to be red. So this cannot be red, it's gotta be blue. That means this is red, which means this has to be red, because you need... Alright, so it could be that or that. So this has two things. This has to be a house. Connected to one other house, okay. There we go. Only one house, so this is not a house. It's either a tower, could be a tower, or a power. Tower or power. Okay, this is connected to that. This one though is connected to that. Okay, this is connected to that. This one though is connected to this. Okay, so there's these three, and then there's this one and this one, and there's this one and this one. And one of these has to be a power source at least. But okay, these are only two-sized villages at the most. And well, this one does have a connection to another one. This one, this part does not. This one has a connection to this. This one does not. And this one does not. So like this cannot be a red city because the tower would need to be connected to something else. So it's got to be blue. And this one too. Which means they've got to be connected. This one is only connected to that. If these two are red, that leaves that one alone. So that's not okay. So this has to be blue. And then this one is not connected to any other reds. So this has to be blue. These could be towers, so we don't know that yet. And then this one could be red or blue, right? This one is well, this is only connected to one. So this could be a tower or I don't know. Let's see. Tower has to be connected. This cannot be a tower because it's not connected to the core. Three houses. 1, 2, 3. So these all have to be houses. House. This is connected to one house. So one of these two is a house. Oh, okay. So then this one is the house. And that means this is the core. There's two things in it, so that's red. Yay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So that's a house. It's connected to 2, so this is the core. Yay! Whew. This is getting hard. Alright. Is this connected to anything? Yes. Is this connected? I need to find ones that have no connections. Like this one. This one has no connections of red, so it's gotta be blue. Alright. This one does have connection. That one has connection. This one has connection. This one has connection. This one, yes, this one. No, that one has connection. Dang it. Everything else has connections. But this can't be a power. No, it can be a power cell. I forget. But it cannot be a tower. Okay. It's got to be connected to something. So these two cannot be red. But these are also connected to this and this, if they were red, so there's a lot of possibilities there. Oh, this one's not connected to anything, so it has to be red. And then this has to be red. Let's see. One of these two is this power. this is either red or blue. And that's the last one of connection. This one. Okay, so these ones, it would be like that, whatever. No, that would be okay, because then this one could be blue. Let's see. This could be the tower. I mean, this thing. And then this could be a tower connected to another power source. Towers can connect to power sources, right? I get confused of all the terminology. To a blue building. Any building, yeah. It's just gotta be adjacent to a blue. If this were blue, this could be a tower. And this could be the blue power source. And this could be a red core power source. If this is a red power source, and this could be, that cannot be a red house. That would have to be red. Oh, that cannot be. Okay, that has to be the power source because it's only connected to one thing, and there's only one thing there, so that has to be a tower, which means this has to be blue, and then it has to be a power source because it's got to be 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's got to go here. 4, and then this has to be red. And this has to be red. This is only connected to here. And this is only connected to here, so that's gotta be red. So this has gotta be the tower. Oh shoot, what? What? Oh no, houses can be connected to other buildings too. So, sorry, this is the power source. And then this is connected to a lot of buildings, so that's okay. Dang it. Alright, but these are not connected to other, this has to be a house and this has to be a house. And that has to be a house now, so 1, 2, 3, so these are all houses. I messed up. 2 houses, 1, 2, so this is not a house. But this is connected to one house, that's fine. Okay, this is not a house. This has no power system, so this has to be a power, and this has to be a tower. I made one mistake. No. Okay, this has to be this thing. One of these two, and these two. Okay. Okay, so these are connected. This is not connected to anything, so it's gotta be blue, which means at least one of these two has to be blue. This one is not connected to anything, so this has to be blue. This one is connected to these. These could be connected. This one is connected to this. That's it. And this one's connected to... So if it's just 2 connected, that doesn't work because they need to be connected to something else. So those have to be blue. This is 3 connected, but they can't be that. So it could be these 3. But it can't be this, or it could be these 3. I guess. No, it can't be these 3. It could be... Can't be these 2. Or these 2. So this cannot be red because it would just block off a blue. So that has to be blue. Uh-huh. This is not adjacent to any other red, so it's got to be a house. There's one house that it's touching. That means that... Yeah, I don't know. It could be a tower, or this could be a tower. And the power. Because this could be red. Could be red. Or blue. It cannot be blue because we need more power things. If it's blue, these are all connected. Oh, no, these two would not be. If this were blue, these would be connected. Then these would have to be red. That could still be a power, and that could be a power. So no, but then this one is not. Uh-oh. No, so these one of these has to be power, so this has to be red. And then this has to be red. Okay. One of these has to be power, and the other one is tower. Okay. But we don't know which one. There's two reds. Okay, so this is red. This is connected to this is not connected to that, so it's gotta be a house. It's connected to one house, it says. So one, it's already connected to that house. So this is a tower. Then, right? And it's connected to that, so that's fine. Okay. One of these is power, but this one has to be power, and then this has to be tower, and then power. This has to be power. This is connected to one house, so that's here. Yay! No mistakes. Ooh, what is this? Does this mean they're red already? Okay. I forgot what colors look like. Okay. Oh gosh. I wish I could like combine how they're connected. It's hard to see the connections. Dun 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 dun. That's the end of that. So this has to be a house. No, that doesn't have to be a house. It could be dun 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 dun. Okay. And then this one. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Oh gosh. So this one goes here, here, here. So we can't. This has to be a house. This has to be a house. This has to be a house. So this one has to be a power. So that's one of those. Okay, I got one of those. This one goes here, here, here. This is another linear one. So these have to be houses. This is a power. And this is a house. Okay, this is not linear. Although this is only connected to this. So if this has to be a house, because otherwise this would be cut off. This is connected to 2, so that means one of these is the power source, which means this is a house. And this is also connected to 2. So that's this is the power. Okay. These still don't have any power sources connected to them. So this. So it's these 4. So one of these might be the power. I don't know. Or this one. Well, this one has to be one of these too. So this cannot be the power. And then this one also cannot be the power. This is connected to one house. That's here. And this is the power. This is connected to 2 houses. So that's this, and this is power. Yay! 21. More levels. The market is now introduced as a new type of hint tile. The market is always located on a line between 2 towers of different colors. Okay, like that. There can be other tiles between these towers in addition to the market, but no other building tiles. Of course, there can be additional towers that are not part of this rule. 2 towers can also count for multiple markets. Okay. Between these tiles. So like, these 2 have to be different colors. Well, this is red. And this one has to be blue then. Well, these are all red. And this is a power. There's 2 buildings. 1, so this is red. And this is, this one has to be blue. That one has to be a house, because it's not connected to another color. Okay. This has to be... Okay, could be power and house. These are connected there. So this could be power and tower or power and house, right? But I'm not sure which one. How do I determine that? Different colors. Oh, towers. So it has to be between towers. Okay. That's how you know. Okay. I was reading towers as levels, or I mean like buildings in general. So a line. So this is the line then, right? Or it could be this. It could be this one and this one, or this one and this one for the towers. Oh. We don't know. We don't know. Okay. These ones are together. If they're red. This one is not connecting any red, so this has got to be blue. Is this connecting anything? No, this one's got to be blue. But okay, there's got to be a red in here. So this one is only connected to here. So this has got to be red. And this has got to be blue. Because you got to have tower between... Oh wait, what? What was I saying? I don't know. So blue. So one of these two is red. This one... This has to be red. That's it. That's all that's connected to. This is not even connected. This is only connected to one thing. So, huh. Yeah. Could be a house. This can't be a tower, or so this has to be the power source, and this could be one of those. This one can't be this one. This has to be the power source. And then this is either a tower or a... Oh, well, it's got to be a tower because this has to be a tower, the other tower, the red one. And then this has to be a tower. Wait, no. Yeah, it has to be a tower because it's not connected to a house. No, one of these is red. Okay, so this has to be blue. This is red. Okay, so this is connected to a building. Okay, and then this has to be the tower because it's not connected to a house. And this is a power source. Yay! This is a long demo. Alright, so this is... okay. This is between two towers. So this is a tower, and this is another tower of a different color. This is either these two are towers or these two are towers. Okay. One of these is power spot. This has to be red. So then therefore this is blue. This is connected to one. So one of these is blue and one is red. And these are like that. Okay, this could be red tower, or this could be another red, and then this would be blue or something, I don't know. Okay, but then, let's see, this is not connected to anything, so this is blue. This means it's connected to one building of the other color, right? So that means only one of these is red, which is the one of these two. So that means this one is not red. One of these two is blue and one is red. This one is now not connected to anything, so it's got to be blue. So one of these two is the blue. core thing, power core. Could still be a tower here, but then this one would have to be red. Or this one is red. Either way, this one is red. So that means this one's blue, because this is only connected to one red. And this one is not connected to a red at all, and then the core has to be here, so this has to be a house. And so does this. And this is only connected to one house, so this is the core. 1, 2, 3, 4, so this is red. And then we don't know if this is a tower or... If this is a tower, then this has to be a tower. No, but the tower has to be next to the core, so that's why that has to be the core. And then this has to be a tower, because this thing. And so this has to be... something. I don't know. It can't be a house because it's not next to another house. It's gotta be a tower. Yay! Woohoo! Oops. This is this thing. This is between two towers. These two are towers, or these two are towers. This is not connected to anything for red, so this has got to be blue. There's two blues, so this is blue, this is blue, this is red. Who's connected to that? These two are connected if they're red. This one is not connected to anything if it's... Nope, it's connected to this, dang it. But then this one is not... Okay, no, it's only connected to those two. Which means, since they're not connected to anything else, they have to be blue. Because you need... Towers need to be connected to something else. Okay. This one and this one. Same problem here. This one. Yeah, same problem here. So this has to be blue and that has to be blue. Okay, but these have lots of connections. So this could be red. And this, I mean, kind of has to be red. One of these has to be red at least. Alright. But this is between two towers. So this is red. That could be a red tower, in which case this would have to be blue. And this would be a blue. This can't be a blue tower. It's got to be a house. And it's connected to one of them. So yeah, this has got to be these two towers. So that's got to be a tower, and this has got to be a tower. All right. This is connected to two reds, so then this has to be red, and this has to be red. Red. This is only connected to one blue. Yeah, okay. So that's it for the blue there. This could be blue still. But we need a power core here. So that'll tell us there's 1, 2, 3 reds. This has to be a house because it's not next to the... And it has to be next to another house. There we go. Oh, and this is next to 2 houses. Wait. 1, 2. Okay, good. This has to be next to the power core, so this has to be a house. This is next to 2 houses. 1, 2. So this is the power core. Yay! This is between 2 towers, so this one and this one, or this one and this one, and the other one is a power core. These have lots, this has lots of connections, like those are connected. These 3 are connected. This one is by itself if it's red, I think. I'm getting better at seeing these. Okay. But then this and this. Huh. So this probably takes from here, huh? This one. These two can't be blue together, right? Because well, this has to be red. this also red. Okay. Because there's no, it has to be connected to something. So these both have to be red. This one is only connected to that. It's gotta have at least two buildings to be valid. Okay. So now this is between these two or these two. So either these two are towers, which is fine, or these two are towers, but if this is a tower, then this would have to be blue, right? If this is a tower, then if this is a tower, then this would have to be red. Oh, one of these two is a core. Okay, one of these two is core. What is this? This is connected to here. This, I feel like all of these could be towers if this is blue. If this is a tower, then this has to be blue. And this has to be blue. If this one is a tower, then this has to be blue and that has to be blue. If this one is a tower, this one, then one of these two has to be blue. At least. I feel like I need to mark notes now. This is getting tough. Oh gosh. It's getting late too. Let's see. These three could be connected. Okay, if this is not red, then it's just these two. In which case, this would have to be the power, this would have to be a tower, and this would have to be blue. And then that's fine, right? This is red, and one of these, and this would have to be... Oh no, this can't be red, because one of these would have to be the power source, so this would have to be a house or a tower. No, it could be. These both could be houses then. Because this could be a house. Right? Yeah. This doesn't have to be a tower. Okay, so that could be blue or red, according to this line. But then these ones, okay. These are all connected to each other. So if this is red, then these are towers. And so this would have to be connected to, this would have to be blue. If this is red, then this is blue. Yeah. But then if this is blue, then this is a tower. No. If this is a tower. If this is red. If this is blue, this could still be the tower, right? Yeah. And this could be a tower, yeah. Well, one of these has to be blue. And if this is a tower, then this has to be blue too. But if this is not the tower, then it could be this. This is the tower. Ah! If this is the tower, then this has to be a power source. This is a tower. If this is the tower, then this has to be a power source. And that's a tower. And that's the power source. So one of these two is tower and power source, and same with this one. Power and power source. But this could still be a red. Okay, wait. If this is tower, power source, that means this would have to be blue. If this is tower. But if this is tower, then this... Okay, this has to be blue either way. Okay. Alright, but then... That's it for that. This is connected to that. But what about this one? We don't know about this one. So one of these is a power source, and the other one's a tower. This is power, and these two are tower. If this is power, and these two are tower. And then this would have to be red. And this would have to be power. So one of these two is power and one's tower. Same with these ones. That means these cannot be houses. Oh, this could be a house. This one cannot be a house. But it couldn't be a tower either. So this has to be red. Okay. So then this is power. This one, this could be power, so this could be... No, this can't be a tower. But one of these two has to be power, so this has to be a house. It's next to one house, so this has to be a house. And then this has to be power. Yay, okay, got that. This one needs power though. And it's got two blue, so this is there, I'm getting it now, okay. This is power, so this is tower. Okay, this is connected to one red. Yeah, this is connected to one blue. That's correct. This cannot be a house. Oh no, it can be a house. This is connected to one. Okay, we don't know. Shoot. Oh well, I'll have to do this. Okay. This has to be the power. So one. Okay, this is... Wait a minute. This is connected to this and this. This could be a tower, right? There can be multiple towers, right? Oh, it has to be adjacent to the energy core. They can appear multiple times. Okay. But is this adjacent to the energy? Where's the energy core? The energy core is right there. So this is not adjacent. So this has to be a house. It's next to one house. So that has to be a house too. Okay. There we go. Phew. Ah, so hard. Couldn't this just be like all blue with one power here? Oh, okay, I don't know, let's see. This is connected to that and that. This connected to this, connected to this and this. This is not connected to anything, right? Oh, that's gotta be blue. This also blue. This is also blue. These are all connected like that. But this one is connected to that like that. Okay, so those have to be blue. If this is red, then it would have to connect here, which is not possible because it blocks off that blue. So that has to be blue. If this is red, same thing. It blocks off this blue, so it's gotta be blue. Same thing here. So one of these has to be the power core, which means this has to be a house. There's two houses, so this is a house. And this is a house. There's 2 houses. This is a house. Only 1 house, so this is not a house. It's got to be a power core. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's red. And this is also red. This, we don't know yet. Okay, so now this has to be connected to another red. And that is it for the red. So this is not connected to anything else, so this has to be a tower. And then this is the power core. Alright. This has to be red because it's not connected to any other blues. And then there. So this is not connected to anything else. So one of these has to be the power core. This is not connected to any other houses. Oh, but this could be a house. And none of these are connected to blue, so it has to be house, house, and power core, which means this has to be a house. And then this is a house, and this is a power core. Okay, so then this is not connected to a house, so it's got to be a tower. Yay! How many levels are there in the menu? I mean, in the... doesn't say. In the demo. I'm not sure. This is a large demo. Let me see. Oh, maybe it's 30? Okay. Maybe I'll try to get to the end. That's a power core. But I did make one mistake, which makes me sad. This is between 2... So either this one or these 2. 2 towers. Okay. Let's see, are there any... This is blue. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. These have to be red. So that's not near any power cores, so this has to be a power core. This is only 1, so that means this has to be blue. And this has to be a tower. Okay. So between 2 towers, this has to be the other tower, blue tower. And this is connected to 3 reds. Ooh, so 3 reds here. And then is this connected to any? This is connected to, this would have to connect to that, which would block out that blue, so this has to be blue. We're not sure about this, huh? Well, these have to be houses, because they're not next to the power core. They all have to be houses. Yeah, okay. Okay. Keep forgetting that rule. Okay, this is this connected to... That is connected to this, which could be connected to that. And so what about this one? This one and that one are connected, and that one. This one is not connected to any other reds, so this has to be blue. Okay. This is connected to those 3, and this is connected to those ones, but only 3 of these are red. So wait, if it's these 3, then like it'd be that, and that, and then these 2 are blue? Wait. Or it could be like these 3 and then these 2 are blue. Be that. Or well, if this is blue, then this is red, red. And then this would have to be red, but this would not, this cannot be, like it can't be this being blue, so that has to be red. Because it has to be 3 red, yeah. Because that would split up this, so that has to be red. Then if this, same thing if this is blue, these would have to, this would have to be red without having anything, so this has to be red. And then it's one of these 2. It could be here connected to this whole thing, or it could be like a separate thing, and this one and these are red. And this is just a little thing by itself. This one is connected to a blue. This one is only connected to this red. So if this were red, it would have to be the power source of red. This one is kind of those two. This one. Same with this. This would also have to be the power source if this were red. So the power source would be that, and then right? Okay, yeah. And then up here is also only connected to this. So this would be the power source. This would be the two houses or whatever. I don't know. Or this would be the power source, and then this could be two houses. I don't know. But then where's the power source of this one? Not sure. One of these two is red. If it's this one. Like, I feel like all of these could be blue. These two could be blue, and then we could have like this one. These two could be towers. And these two could be, or whatever, yeah, this one and this one could be power sources, right? I don't know. Or this could be blue. And hi Joe. There's lots of rules. It's like a Minesweeper type thing, with a lot of different rules, but each like group, the blues group by touching orthogonally by lines, and then the reds group by like going on the diagonals. So like this one is next to that, just showing which is highlighted, and then yeah, level 27. And then there's like different types of buildings. Each village needs to have one power source, and then houses or towers, and the towers have to connect to other colors. So yeah, this is, I'm like an hour into the demo now. The levels are taking a lot longer now. But so this one, this means that this blue is touching 3 reds. So 1, 2, and one of these 2 is red. Yeah, substantial demo. This, if this is blue, then like this is all connected here, and that's fine, I think. And that this would be red, and then this would be red, and then this could be blue or red, I guess. I don't know. If this is blue, that's it. If this is blue, then like this would be a power source, and then this would be red, and this would be red, and this would be a power source. Or I don't know. If this is blue, this has to be the power source, and these would all be houses. But if this is not blue, like any of these could be the power source, I think. Oh, but that's another thing. Okay, so the tower has to be next to the power source. I keep forgetting that rule. So there's so many rules, it's hard to keep track. So if these 3, okay, this one and this one and this one, if this is blue, these 2 could be red. These 2 would have to be red. And power source next to the tower. That's fine. I might just like guess. I'm not sure. Okay, that was power source. I was thinking about it, but because okay, if it's blue, then it would have to be the power source. If it's red, like, then yeah, it's not connected to anything else, so it'd have to also be either power source or how this would be a power source with the house in house. But I'm not sure. I'm still not sure, like I did that thing. I don't know. One of these two is red. One of these two is red. At least. That's red. I don't know. I'm just guessing now. I'm somehow getting it right, but well, it's like okay. So these two are red. These two are red. Like, could be power and house. Power house, and I don't know. 3 buildings. Power. Nope, that one was wrong, so that's that. I don't know how I'm supposed to know that though. So this is for this. These have to be houses. 2. Okay. 1, 2. So this is a house. Then this is connected to 2 houses. So 1, 2. And this is a power. And then this has to be the tower, and this has to be the power. Okay, I made one mistake. Okay, whatever. It's fine. One of these is power, and power. This had to be red. This has to be blue. Blue. One of these has to be power at least. Or at most, too. Power. I don't know. Does this connect to things? Yes. It's connecting to this. Oh, too many things. Does this connect to anything? That connects to this. Only these two, huh? It's only these two in a line, which means it has to be blue. Okay. This has more. This I think it's only these two, which is another thing for blue. That means that has to be blue. This has to be a house. One house. So that's not a house. This is also not a house. These two are not houses. Could be towers. Okay. This one is connected to this. This makes a little triangle here, also connected to here. This makes a triangle here connected to that. Okay. Ah. Oh, I'm getting hungry. Let's see. This towers. Ooh. Gotta have one here. I gotta have one of these to be power source. One of these two has to be a power source. That means these two cannot both be blue, because then it would connect to here, and that would, one of these has to be a power source too. So at least one has to be red. They're both not houses. So if this is a tower, then one of these has to be red. But then also we would need more blue for making a power source. If it's not a tower, then this could still be a tower. If this is a tower, if this is a power, then this is red. So if this is a tower, then this is, what is red? This is a power. If this is a power and it's blue, then this is red. Right? Right. And yeah, then this would be a tower. And that would be, if this is a tower and it's blue, then one of these two is red. If this is a power and is red, then we need red here. And if this is a tower and is red, then we need some blue somewhere here. Ah! Okay, this needs a red somewhere here. This one could be blue. No. What about this? This can be here. It could go out this way, and which way does the blue go? I don't know. This could be tower. If this is tower, then this would have to be red. And that is okay, because these three could be red. Like that. And this would be power. If this is power, then this, okay, this has to be power. Okay, there we go. So, one house, that's a house. So 3 houses, 1, 2, 3. So these are houses. But we know these are red, because we have to split up the blue. This is 4 houses. 4 houses. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3. So this is a house. House. This also has 4 houses. 1, 2, 3. So one of these two is a house. And the other is a power source. This could be a house. This could theoretically be a house if it's red. If it's blue, it could also be a house. And going here to house, if this were a house. Blue, house, house. So if this is blue, wait. It could be a power source though, and this could be a house, right? No wait, these are only connected to that. So this has to be a power source, or this is red. One of these, this would have to be a power source if this is blue. If this is red, this could be the power source. So this is not, yeah, that was it for that thing. But this, if this is blue, then it would have to be a house, and then this would have to be a house. So if this is not blue though, then that would mean this has to be blue either way. Okay. Okay, so these three are connected. Good. This could be connected here. So this is now only connected to this, right? But this could still be tower and something. Oh, but this has to be a power source. Boom. 1, 2, 3. This has to be blue. So this, but this is only one house, so this has to be a tower. This is connected to 2 reds, so this has to be red. 3 houses. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, that is correct. So then one of these is still red. This now is not connected to any reds, so it's got to be blue. One of these has to be the power source, which means this has to be a house. It's not connected to the power source. 3 houses. 1, 2, 3. So this is a house, and this is a house, and that means this is the power source. And then this is 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is red. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, 1, 2, and then this is... There we go! Woohoo! No mistakes! Whoo, whoo, whoo! This has to be red. This has to be red. This has to be red. Okay. This is connected to that, but that's it. So these have to be blue, I think. And then this has to be blue. These can be that though. One of these has to be a power source. This could be a tower though. But if this is the power source, that can't be, this has to be the power source. So 5, 1, 2. This has to be blue. 4. Well, could be here or here. What is this? This is connected to those. What is this connected to? Uh-oh. This is not connected to anything. 1, 2, 3. This has to be blue. But 1, 2, 3. It could be those ones. 4, 5. Either that or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it's those two though, then that has to be red. And this would have to be red. In which case this would have to be red. And then this would have to be blue. That's doable, I guess. And this would have to be a tower. But if it's these ones, then that's fine. Then this could be that, and this, does this connect to these? This one would connect to that. That's okay. Oh, but these are houses. I can guess houses for these. Okay. 3. So this, oh, only 2. This one's connected to 3 houses. So 1, 2. This is a house. This is a house. So this is not a house, and that's not a house. That has to be a tower, which means this has to be red. Boom. And it is not a house. Could be a tower or the power source. 1, 2, 3. Could be, it's got to be here. And so this has to be red. Red is connected to one house. So one of those is a house. The other one is a tower or a tower. This is connected to 3 houses. 1, 2, 3. So these have to be red to get, okay. This is connected to 2 houses. 1, this is a house. This is connected to 1, 2. So this is not a house, but that's, okay, that's gotta be a power source. This is connected to 1 house. Done. These are not, these are both not houses. Okay. That has to be the power source. Oops. That's got to be a tower then. And then this is, wait, this is connected to this. Shoot. This could be a house, can it? Wait. This one is connected. Oh wait, 1, 2. It has to be a house because that one. I didn't notice that clue. Yay! Whew! Alright, is this the last level of the demo? Maybe. Alright, this is between 2 towers, so these have to be towers. Okay, so this is connected to 1 red. This is connected to 3 blues. This is between 2 towers, either the, oh my gosh, it could be any of those. Okay. This is doot. Doot, doot. Okay. This, doot. This is not connected to anything, so it's gotta be blue. That means this is the red. This is connected to 3 blues, so these are all blue. Blue and blue. Doot, doot, doot. This could be a tower or the power. It cannot be a house, because if it's a house, this would need to be a power, and it would... Oh no, it could be a house if this is house. Dang it. Keep forgetting. Houses can be other people's houses. This has to be blue, though. This cannot be a tower. Neither can this. But it could be a power source. This is connected to these ones. Boop, boop. This one is not connected to anything, so that's blue. This is connected to this and this. Boop. Okay, yeah, so those could be other things. This one is also not connected to anything. So this is connected here, though. So it could be that. Or this could go... Well, this can't go... Okay, this has to be blue. Alright, and then... Oh. Let's see. Tower. This cannot be a tower. So that... It's not that one. It could be these two. What is this connected to? This one. Could be these ones. Whew, okay. Let's see, this here. This could be power. That could be power. This is not a, I mean, this is not a tower. We know that. If would be house, power. If this is power, then like these would have to be tower or house. But then we need more house things, so. Like this would have to be blue and that would have to be blue. If this were power, then this would have to be blue, and then this would have to be the towers. The 2 towers. But this wouldn't be able to be blue. That would have to be red, and that would have to be blue, and that would have to be red. Is this even possible to be red? This is not connected to anything, is it? No, that's gotta be blue. Okay. That's blue. So what am I saying? If these are the 2 towers, then this has to be red and this has to be red. And then that would be fine, I guess. If these are the 2 towers. If these are the 2 towers, then this has to be red. Okay, so either way, this has to be red. Alright. Okay. And if... Wait, if these are the 2 towers, then that would have to be blue, but that can't be. So these have to be the 2 towers. And that means this is red. And this has to be red because it's by itself. Okay. Yay! So this is only touching 1 blue. You know that. Okay, good. That's only touching 1 red. That's good. And this has to be next to the power source. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4. That means this is red. Okay. And then these have to be houses. 1, 2. Okay. 1. This is a house then. This is connected to 2 houses. That's 1. One of these 2 is a house. The other one is not. I did that one. This is connected to that tower. Well, if this is a house, then this has to be red and a power. If this is power, then this could be either. Okay. This one connects here. Oh, this has to be power. There's only 2, so this is red. Red. Okay. One of these is powers and one of the house. Okay. 2. This has to be a house because it's not next to a red. There's 1 house, 2 houses, so this is a house. That means this is the power. Okay, and then here we got the last part. This. Okay, now this thing has to be power. If this is blue, then this, no, this would have to be the power, and that can't be blue, so it's gotta be red. So this is power. And then now these is all together. Okay. So this is connected. So this. How do we determine? Because these aren't connected to any other reds. This one. This has to be the power. That's it. Right. That's the power. So this one is not connected. Wait, this one is not connected to any blues, so it's got to be a house. And so it's got to be a house. There we go. Whew! We've completed all demo levels. Thank you for playing. Yay! I did it. But I didn't gold star. Two of them I failed. But yeah, that was Alien Cartographer.